Good morning, children. My name is T.Y. Murlidhar, Faculty of English. My dear students, welcome to online classes. Today, we'll discuss 10th Standard English, our world through English. My dear children, in this textbook, third unit, Human Relations. Under this unit, C reading today we'll discuss. All of you, open your textbook page number 102. What is my name? What is my name? Children, I will read the passage. All of you follow me. Have you noticed how your father calls your mother? Does he use her name or not? How do the neighbors address her? Does anyone address her by name? What about your grandmother? In this story, P. Satyavati, that means author of this lesson, she describes how a woman forgets her own name since no one addresses her by name. How does a woman gain her identity by name, by marriage, by motherhood, by education, by profession, or by anything else? Read the story keeping these questions in mind. Children, see very funny lesson, and at the same time it shows the human relations. Unit's name is Human Relations. This lesson also reflects the human relations. See here, a young woman before being a housewife, a woman educated and cultured and intelligent and capable, quick-witted, with a sense of humor and elegance. These are the qualities of that woman. A young woman before being a housewife. Educated, cultured means very traditional, and intelligent, very wise, capable, ability to do anything, quick-witted, immediately responded with a sense of humor according to the situation, and elegance, knowledge. Falling for her beauty and intelligence, as also the dowry which her father offered, a young man tied the 3 sacred knots around her neck. Young man tied the 3 sacred knots around her neck, made her the housewife to a household, and said to her, "Look, Ammalu, look, Ammadu, this is your home." Her father said, after marriage, her father said to the bride, "Look, Ammadu, this is your home." Then the housewife immediately pulled the end of her sari and tucked it in at the waist, and swabbed the entire house and decorated the floor with muglu designs. See, after her father said that, "Amadu, this is your house," immediately that woman realized that, yes, this is my house. I want to decorate this house. Immediately she pulled the end of her sari. That means the ladies, while just doing some works, this loosened part, this paita kongu, this loosened part around the waist, tucked in at the waist. See here. Then she started decorating the house. That means swabbed the entire house. Swabbed means cleaned and decorated with the muglu designs. The young man promptly praised her. Who is the young man here? Her husband. Praised means saying good words. Yes, you are dexterous. You are dexterous at swabbing the floor. Dexterous means skill. Dexterous means expert or skillful. Where she is skillful, swabbing the floor. Swabbing the means clean. Swabbing the floor. Even more dexterous in drawing the muglu. Sabas, keep it up. He said it in English. See, giving her a pat. Pat means just praising like this. Praising. So on the shoulder, just put it on hand. Give her pat on the shoulder in appreciation. That means saying good words. Overjoyed the housewife. See, generally ladies, when their husbands praised them, they felt very happy. Overjoyed, the housewife began living with swabbing as the chief mission in her life. That means the swabbing only. That means cleaning the house only, her important factor of that. She scrubbed the house spotlessly clean at all times and beautifully decorated with multicolored designs. That's how her life went on, with a sumptuous and ceaseless supply of swabbing clothes and muggu baskets. Say, when her husband praised her, she felt very happy and she started the cleaning of the house, and she feels that it's a chief mission. That's mean my important task is like that. So on then onwards, spotlessly, that means without any spots, clean all times and beautifully decorated with multicolored designs. That's how likewise her life went on with a sumptuous, that means full, ceaseless, non-stop supply of swabbing the clothes and muggu baskets. But one day, while scrubbing the floor, the housewife suddenly asked herself, "What is my name?" The query shook her up. See, that woman, that life chief mission. What is her chief mission? Scrubbing the floor, swabbing the house. Likewise, she is fully involved in that activity. But one day, that housewife suddenly asked herself, recalled her, "What is my name?" The query means doubt. Shook, shake present tense, shook past tense. The query shook her up. That means shake up. This is a phrasal verb. Shake up in split phrasal verb. Shake her up. Past tense. Shook her up. Shock. That means that disturbance. Leaving the mopping cloth. That means cleaning cloth. And the muggu basket there itself. She stood near the window, scratching her head. Scratching means whenever we want to remember like that, we're scratching our heads. Lost in thoughts. That means she lost. What is my name? What is my name? The house across the road carried a name board, Mistress M. Suhasini. The house across the road carried a name board. Mrs. M. Suhasini, MA PhD, Principal, X College. Yes, she too had a name as her neighbor did. Here you can understand, as her neighbor did means likewise. Likewise means, see, that woman has a name like M. Suhasini and MA PhD. These are the qualifications where she is working. Like that, she too had a name. Here, Shu means our woman here in this lesson, that woman, married woman. How could I forget like that? She recollected. How could is a past tense. How could I forget like that? In my scrubbing zeal. Zeal means enthusiasm, continuous work. In my scrubbing zeal, concentration, dedication. In my scrubbing zeal, I have forgotten my name. What shall I do now? See, she questioned herself. The housewife was perturbed. Perturbed means confused. Perturbed means confused and doubt. See, bother, disturbed. Perturbed means bother, disturbed and troubled. Her mind became totally restless. Somehow, she finished her daubing for the day. Daubing means cleaning work. Daubing means somehow. So, with restless mind only, she completed the work. Meanwhile, that means in this time, the maid servant arrived. Maid servant. The girl worked in her house, hoping at least she would remember. Hoping means she expects, oh, I think she would know my name. She would remember. The housewife asked her when the girl came, asked, "Look, Amai, do you know my name?" What is her reply? "What is it, Amma?" said the girl. "What is it, Amma? What do we have to do with the names of mistresses?" Mistresses, Mr. the owner of the house. Mistresses, the owner's wife. And she belongs to house. She is the owner of that house. Mistresses. You are only a mistress to us. That means you are owner to me. You owner to us. The mistress of such and such a white storied house. Ground floor means you. Amma, what is the necessary to know your names? What do we have to do with the names? We call white storied house mistress, and ground floor means you. You are living in ground floor. What do we have to do with the names of mistresses? You are only a mistress to us. The mistresses of such and such a white storied house. Ground floor means you. Yes, true, of course. How can you know, poor thing? Thought the housewife. Yes. The woman understand that. How can our maid know about my name? The children came home from the school for lunch in the afternoon. At least the children might remember my name, the housewife hoped. That means she confident that, oh, definitely my children will know my name like that. She is waiting for the children. After the children came, the woman asked, look here, children, do you know my name? She asked. They were taken aback. That means confused. What? Your Amma? Your name is Amma only. The children replied, you are Amma. Your name is Amma only. Ever since we were born, we have known only this. The letters that come are only in father's name. Because everyone calls him by his name. We know his name. You never told us your name. You don't even get letters addressed to your name. The children said plainly. See, when her mother asked children, what is my name? The children confused and they are surprised. They said that, Amma, your name is Amma only. Ever since we were born. That means, so after birth, we know only your name. You are Amma. And sometimes if the letters comes, that comes only the father's name. And everybody calls father his name. And you never told us your name. And moreover, you don't even get any letters addressed to your name. The children said, plain, yes. Who will write letters to me? Yes, the woman questioned herself. Father and mother are there, but they only make phone calls once in a month or two. Even my sisters are immense with swabbing their houses. Like me only, my sisters are also fully involved in the house chores. Even they met me in some marriage or any kumkum ceremony. That means a ceremony, functions related to the ladies. They charted away their time talking about new muglu or new dishes to cook, but no letters. The housewife was disappointed and grew more restless. The urge to know, that means, what is my name? That question, her own name, somehow or the other grew stronger in her. The desire, she wanted to know her name immediately. See, that query shook her up. The woman restless. Okay, children, we'll continue in the next part, children, in next video. Until then, bye.